You have a great leadership culture that you're specifically focused on within Chick-fil-A. As you look at the crisis of fatherlessness that we have in this country, I wanted you to weigh in on that. I think it's important for us to hear from you. What can we be doing as a country to be focusing on this growing problem?
Well, as an employer, first off, just from that perspective, I see it's a real crisis in the sense that there is a certain amount of emotional DNA. There's physical DNA, obviously, that comes from the dad and also from the mom. But beyond that, there's some essential emotional DNA that God intended for us to get from a mother and a dad that we observe over life as children, as infants, even growing up, that we can only get from our dad, and we only get it from our mother. And we're to get it in a home dynamic environment where they're interrelating together to build the stability and the self-esteem that God wants us to have to get through our teenage years. Now, when we don't have one side or the other, I just have to tell you, I think we're just emotionally handicapped. Doesn't mean we can't survive and have a happy life, but it means that we're going to have some odds stacked against us, and hopefully there could be somebody that intervenes to help make that up for us. But to have so many people, though, today that are growing up in homes where they don't have a mom and dad, I'll tell you, as an employer, it makes it that much more difficult for us because we sometimes actually have to have a parenting role. As it relates to society in general, I think we're inviting God's judgment on our nation when we shake our fist at Him and say, we know better than you as to what constitutes a marriage. And I pray God's mercy on our generation that has such a prideful, arrogant attitude to think that we would, the audacity to try to redefine what marriage is all about.
Sobering but powerful words from Dan Cathy, the President and Chief Operating Officer of Chick-fil-A. Dan, I'm going to let you go here in about 30 seconds, but I wanted you to share with us how folks can follow you on your blog. You're doing some great blogging out there, and you